Good morning, chat. We are currently gapped up on the NQ 70 points from yesterday's close at 22,896. We have a lot of news. Trump did say earlier this morning that, let me get it pulled up, we will be releasing a minimum of 7 countries having to do a trade tomorrow morning. This morning, 7 countries having to do a trade, with an additional number of countries being released in the afternoon. So a lot of action today, a lot of volatility. I'm expecting a lot today. We'll just have to see when he wants to release that. News on the docket today at 7 a.m. a couple hours ago, US MBA mortgage applications came in at 9.4%. Previously it was 2.7. That is very good. US MBA 30-year mortgage rate came in at 6.77%. Previously it was 6.79. Low down, but still pretty high. 10 a.m. EST on the docket. We have US wholesale inventories month-over-month revenue, US wholesale sales month-over-month, and then at 10:30 a.m. EIA crude oil inventories. That's red flash news. At 12:05 p.m. Trump is having lunch with African leaders. At 1 p.m. US 10-year high note bid to cover, and at 2 p.m. FOMC meeting minutes. At 8:50 a.m. Trump trade advisor Navarro said Apple thinks it's too big to tariff. Global stocks lack direction as traders assess the White House latest salvo on tariffs, with Trump escalating his tariff rhetoric and threatening notable changes on copper and pharmaceuticals. So we have a lot to look out for this morning. Nvidia closed 1.1% up yesterday. Tesla closed 1.3% up. Google closed down 1.3%. Amazon closed down 1.85%. Microsoft closed down 0.2%. Meta closed up 0.3%. Apple closed flat on the day. Netflix closed 1.1% down. The VIX closed down 4.3%. The Dow closed 0.3% down. MicroStrategy closed 0.3% up. Palantir closed 0.4% up. GameStop closed 0.5% up. Costco closed 0.5% down. 2 minutes until market open, by the way. Alibaba closed 1.6% up. AveGo closed 0.8% down. AMD closed 2.2% up. QCOM closed 0.8% up. Adobe closed 1.4% up on the day. Voyager Technologies, new IPO on the Nasdaq, closed 8% up on the day. Robinhood closed down 2.3%. Bitcoin is currently up 0.6% on the day. ETH is sitting 1.75% up. Sol sitting 1.6% up. XRP is up 3.33%. For market open, again, we are gapped up 70 points from yesterday's close at 22,896. ES is going to start above the VWAP, 200 SMA, 100 MA. We have 1 minute to market open. Remember, these countries, very important. He said in the early hours, very early hours, we will be releasing a minimum of 7 countries having to do a trade. This is coming from Trump Truth Social tomorrow morning, with an additional number of countries being released in the afternoon. So a lot to look for today. Gotta really stay on top of news. Good morning, B-Pet, Grover, Robert, Barn, Adrius, Legend. Good morning. Before we start, 20 seconds, make sure you guys smash that like button, follow the channel, subscribe. I'm live every single day at 9:30 a.m. EST for market open, and we are about to begin. Market is open in 4, 3, 2, 1. Market is open. Waking up to start. Going straight up to start. I am a little bullish today. I may play the extremes. Nvidia starting 1% up. Tesla starting 0.5% down. Google starting 0.3% up. Amazon starting 1% up. Microsoft starting 1.1% up. Meta starting 0.9% up. Apple starting a little bit down. Netflix starting at 0.25% up. AMD is starting 1% up. Very volatile to start. I'm in with one short. It's going to play the extremes. We're now gapped up around 100 points. Down 30. Up 40. Up 30. One contract short. Very volatile. Very volatile to start. It's going to continue up. Down 50. Very nice wick. Adding 2 and 3 short. Just going to play this extreme to start the day. It may gun for the highs.
Order filled.
In the 5 contract short. Looking for a little pullback. There we go. Closing it. Market order. I've closed it at 350 up. Only got 100. What happens when you trade with market orders? This may want to gun for the high market early to start. It's already surpassing. If you guys look at this NQ 30 minute, surpassing this high. It's having a little struggle right here in this this consolidation range at 23,000. Key psychological level as well. The high markets right here, 23,101. Remember, we still have that gap fill to start. We'll look to enter this a little bit. Little market orders. Should be up 350, but market orders got us. And it is just climbing. All right, let me switch counts. Let me go here. ATR is in at 9. Williams R 120 day on the NQ 30 minute, very overbought. RSI very overbought on the NQ 30 minute, above that May obviously. ES RSI getting overbought above that May. The Williams R 120 day is coming down the ES a little bit, little pullback. Think we may be gunning for the high market. Let me mark it out. Get some pivot points marked. What's up, Adrian? Good morning, Chris. Good morning, Toby. Only 3 minutes in the market open. Trump said anybody but too late. So he's referring to Jerome Powell. He tweeted that out 3 minutes ago. Remember, we're still waiting for 7 countries this morning. 7 letters to be released to 7 countries this morning. NQ starting 0.5% up. Same with the ES. The Dow's up 0.5%. Nvidia is now up 2.15%. Tesla's up 0.5%. Google's up 0.5%. Amazon's up 0.9%. Microsoft's up 1%. This may be a slow grind up day. At least to start. Remember, with them letters being released, it's going to create a lot of volatility. Up and down 100 points very easily with each release. He's probably going to segment it like he did the last time. He did 3 segments. But knowing him, he could just release it. We'll see. Yes, looking like he wants to pull back, but I'm not gonna believe it. Not gonna believe it. We're gonna be looking to join longs today. At least to start. Currently up 7 points from the start of the market. Really don't want to join this long until we have a pullback, probably to 23,000. 35-point pullback, then I'll look to join. If not, even the 21 EMA down there. May wait for the 15-minute opening range too. That's in 8 minutes. That ends in 8 minutes. We don't have any news on the docket until 10 a.m. Now, the Trump releasing them letters could happen at any moment, any minute, any time. What's up, Norman? Good morning, good morning, good morning. ES is trying to pull back. Don't believe it again. Very bullish to start the day. Could change at any moment though. Palantir is down 1%. Netflix is down 0.3%. Apple's trying to flip red. Alibaba is down 3.15%. ES climbing back up. $50 points away from stock market all-time highs. 50 points away. We're now gapped up 150 points. Yesterday's close was at 22,896. 96. Tesla's coming down a little bit, but Nvidia's going up. They were going to flush the highs to start the day. That may change if Trump releases some of these letters. Could play into it though. Little pullback. What's up, Nilla? Good morning. Good morning. Adrian, this is Ninja Trader. Ninja Trader. Yeah, I decided to get rid of the bear and bull emoji, at least for now. And I resized the Trump and Jerome Powell emojis. Made them a little bigger. More pronounced. Waking up. 40 points away from all-time highs that's at the, in the stock market. Tesla's turning red. Apple's close to turning red, but going green. You have to control the sides. Right here, you pull it. You click and pull. And then do the same on the bottom where the times are. You can zoom out, zoom in the chart. You have to do it manually. I'm sure there's a plugin you can get where it has the reset and everything. You can customize Ninja Trader pretty well. That's why I'm using it. But I've had no problem just manually doing it. What's up, Elliot? Good morning, good morning. So far up 90 points to start the day, no pullback. ES consolidating a little bit, but I think we're gonna flush up. Just climbing. Nvidia becomes first company to reach 4 trillion market cap. Just stepping up with each 2-minute candle. Think it's gonna wake up. We'll see. Apple flipped red, now down 0.13%. ATR is now at 13. We're waking up. Nvidia is climbing. Tesla is falling. $15-minute opening range has closed. Staying patient, no FOMO, no overtrading. Was about to join long on that 15-minute order break to the upside. Checking for a Trump tweet. No countries yet. NQ is now sitting up 0.8%. ES is sitting up 0.65%. The Dow's up 0.65%. Nvidia is now up 2.7%. Very close to all-time highs in the stock market. Very close. What's up, Tom? What's up, institutional? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good luck, Barn. Good luck, good luck, good luck. Good luck with your short, my friend. We're now gapped up from yesterday's close, 200 points, 20 points away from all-time highs at the stock market. All-time highs on the Nasdaq. It is a rocket ship, indeed. Little pullback. Staying patient. Apple and Netflix currently both down 0.2%. I think we're gonna wake up and just 20-point wick. Just tap the all-time highs in the stock market. Just tap it. Just tap it in. Just tap it in. ES still has a ways to go. 20 points. They're 23 points away from its all-time high. Ways to go. So this could break that and not stop. Now we do have 7 countries being given tariff letters today. So that should create some wick down. Volatility. What's up, Ka? We'll see, Nilla. I think we're gonna flush it. 23,103. No missed opportunity, only the next one. About to hit all-time highs on the Nasdaq. The futures, that is. Having a little pullback, not gonna believe it just yet. I think we're gonna get that wick up. Not sure how far it's gonna go. Yes, still climbing. Oof. Yep. Anthony said pocket options gave me a $5 credit, and in 4 days I grew it to 270. Now I'm back down to 12 bucks. Yep. Greed, greed, greed. Greed and fear. I doubt we're going to stop here. Could happen. But I really think it's just going to consolidate a bit and then wake up. I really doubt we stop here. Now, the country tariff letters could get released, then we wake down a lot. Could come right back though. Full V shape pretty fast. With what, Kai? With what? No one can give you financial advice. We're not financial advisors. What do you need help with? What do you need guidance with? I'm new to trading. It's been 2 months and I'm losing money. Can you tell me about your journey? Like how you began and all that? I started half a decade ago, 2020, 2021, during the AMC GME conversion event. Put all my savings into AMC like a dumb motherfucker, but I 100%ed it in options on AMC. Took out the initial, traded around the profit for the next year, losing it, then went into crypto, did pretty well, and now I'm trading Nasdaq futures. Stunner said you gotta work on pullout game. You profit, you stop, you repeat with the base amount. Funny. Little divergence between the ES and NQ. ES coming down a little bit, NQ trying to go up. NQ 5-minute looks horrendous. Could stop here. I really don't believe it. Really don't believe it. Not even close. Having a little pullback. ES is pulling back way harder than NQ. Not much, to be fair. German Chancellor Merz and France's President Macron are scheduled to meet during the week of July 21st. Macron. Video's coming down a little bit. May pull down to the 20 May. One minute until news. U.S. wholesale inventories month-over-month revenue and U.S. wholesale month-over-month. NQ5 man looks horrendous. Very bad. Could change.
Order
I'm out 2 contracts. Putting a stop. Stop right below the wick. Up 80. I'm not gonna hold this. There's no point. Just put a 10-point stop. Up 100, 140. Looking to sell on the flush up 200. News in 20 seconds. I want this to flush up to all-time highs as fast as possible. This could be a fake out. Could be manipulation up to send this down. Up 180. Up 150. Gonna leave, stop here, hold conviction. Then we're gonna get a flush up. 2 seconds till news. News just hit. Up 240, up 300. Put moving stop to break even, risk-free trade, and taking it. Beautiful. Made 548 in that account. Beautiful. Rotating. I'm not gonna short. This is the target I was looking at to short. Not gonna do it. I've been in this situation plenty of times, and this consolidation underneath this, I usually would send in 2 short here. I'm not going to do it. I think it's going to prop and continue to go up until these letters come in, and then we're going to get a wick down of 100 points, if not further. Our Fed rate, this is coming from Donald Trump, True Social. Our Fed rate is at least 3 points too high. Too late is costing the U.S. $360 billion a point per year in refinancing costs. No inflation companies pouring into America, the hottest country in the world. Lower the rate. Is really going on, Jerome Powell. US wholesale inventories month over month rev came in neutral as expected at 0.3%. It was previously 0.3%, expected to be 0.3%. US wholesales month over month came in a little negative, expected to be 0.2%, came in negative 0.3%. Next news on the docket is 10:30 a.m. EST. EIA crude oil inventories. That's red flash news. And we're still waiting for these countries. Trump said 7 countries to start the morning will be getting receiving a tariff letter. So we really got to pay attention to that. Appreciate it, Quinco. Yeah, I decided to take it, Barn. It wasn't, if you guys notice, I'll show you. This news really wasn't that important. It was only orange and yellow. Now, red flash news is a little different, but even sometimes I'll take it during that. When it's, I give you guys some game. I usually would save this for like members only, but I'll give you guys some game. When it's that close to a key level, like Nasdaq all-time highs, and we're only like 20-30 points away a minute before news, it usually likes to take it out before the news hits. So it'll consolidate a bit. When it does that, it consolidates a minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes before news. I usually like to long that, put a stop, and just let it wick up, because it usually wants to take out the key level. And now that could be the upside, that could be to the downside as well. That could be either way, but it usually likes to take it out before or a little after news. This case, it took it out a little after, but there is some, I've noticed that pattern a lot, and that's just some free game. Appreciate the follow, Kyle. If you guys have not already, smash that like button, follow the channel, subscribe. If you're gaining value, if you learn what to do, what not to do, please smash that like button. And after you subscribe, hit the notification bell to know when I am live every single day at 9:30 a.m. EST, trading the market. That is the new high of the Nasdaq. 23,110. Now I normally would be short here, but I'm not going to do it. I may enter short if it comes down a little bit and then climbs back up, creates a lower high, then I'll look to short it. But I honestly think we're going to continue to grind up till these 7 letters come in, or at least some of them. Appreciate it, Miguel. Yeah, we're pulling back. Could still be a higher low. Again, if this falls, so be it. Only way I'm taking this short is if it bounces somewhere here. Even if it creates a lower low, bounces and comes up and creates a lower high. Probably stopping before this previous high. That would be ideal. But I'm not going to bet on it. I think we're going to grind up, like I've said a million times. It's too strong to start. Good drop to that 21 EMA. Good. I believe we have more pivot points. Probably a pivot point at 23,063. Not gonna bet on it too much, but I'll mark it just to have it. Nvidia coming down a bit. Amazon's now up 2.2%. Google's up 2.2%. Microsoft's up 1.7%. Meta's up 1.7%. Good job, Barn. Good job. I'm in short at the all-time highs. Close for 900. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. We are gapped up 200 points from yesterday's close at 22,896. US imposes additional Iran-related sanctions. News in 23 minutes. EIA crude oil inventories, red flash. Red flash news, 23 minutes. Good luck, Barn. Good luck, good luck, good luck. Good luck, good luck, good luck. Alright, follow the range. Probably a lower high, only 1 minute time frame. Yeah, it is. Alright, the NQ 30 minute looks horrendous. NQ 5 minute looks like it wants to drop. Alright. Alright. Still a higher low. It has not flushed that low. Only 1 minute time frame, it's already created a lower high. Yes, grinding down. Yeah, make sure you guys do not follow me. I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say or do is financial advice. Hold your own conviction. Do your own trade. This is for educational, entertainment purposes only. Hold your own conviction. Don't FOMO. Don't overtrade. Most importantly, there are no missed opportunities. Only the next one. No missed opportunity. Only the next one. We're getting a little bounce. This is a higher low on the NQ 2 minute. Google begins rolling out Gemini to Wear OS watches, including Pixel, Samsung, Oppo, OnePlus, and Xiaomi. Harsh, this is the Nasdaq future indices. The 2 minute, shush. 2 minute. Equities rose as investors awaited tariff announcements for a number of nations a day after Trump escalated his trade rhetoric. Treasury held steady. Trump said any country aligning themselves with the anti-American policies of BRIC will be charged an additional 10% tariff. There will be no exceptions to this policy. He tweeted that again. The Treasury held steady ahead of a $39 billion sale bond and minutes from last month's Fed meeting. When is he gonna release these letters, or his assistant? When has she been told to release these letters? I'm not in any position yet. Not the smartest to short this, but I'm thinking about just taking a stab out of it because the reward's so great. Video's coming up. Probably gonna explode a little bit. Yeah, it's climbing above the pivot point. Good luck, Candy. Good luck, good luck, good luck. Appreciate the follow, Roger. Appreciate you guys. Harsh, I've been training for half a decade. Okay. I'm in with too short. Just gonna risk it a little bit. The reward's great. And that is a lower high I was waiting for. Just gonna put high at the top of the wick. Could be a fake out, but it's worth the risk. 10-point stop, 12-point stop. 22 contracts, looking for the reward. Could prop up, but that's the lower high we were looking for. So it's worth it to take it. This is going against trend, by the way. At least currently. Go wick up, take us out immediately. That is why I put a stop on the trade down 100. Probably take one at the 21 EMA if it comes down. If it comes down. See, looks like it's coiling up to spike up. I think you 5-minute could go either way. ESRSI falling below that May. That's a good time to go down. We'll see. If it drops down to 20 May, I'm taking one off. Flush, baby, flush. Be a perfect time for Trump to release one of those letters. Wick us down 100 points, that'd be beautiful. Perfect time, you know? Video's starting to come up a bit. We're up 40, up 50. The more it hesitates here, the more it coils, the more it consolidates, the more I think it's gonna keep going up. Video's trying to go up. Has to get above the previous stock market high at 23,103. May just wick up. Down 100, down 110. It needs a flush right here. There we go, up 100. 150, about to take one off on the flush down. Up 200. Flush, flush, flush. Go, go, go. Go. Let me move this fib. Okay, we have the 23.6% level. That's going to be some support. Thank you 5 minute looking a little bearish. Thank you 30 minute looking bearish. Nvidia coming down, very beautiful. Up 150. I mean up 250. 2 contracts short. Up 300. Looking for the flush down. Waiting. Be a beautiful time for him to release one of those letters. 7 countries. We're waiting on 7 countries to be released. The tariff deal letters. Let me zoom out a bit. If you guys have not already, make sure you smash that like button, follow channel, subscribe. We're just getting started today. Just getting started. A lot of volatility. Trump said he's releasing 7 country letters this morning, then some more in the afternoon. Then we have a lot of news as well on the docket. A lot of news as well. Waiting for this to flush down. If it does not have to. It can prop up here. Waiting for the flush down. Flush, flush, flush. Up 350, up 400, 2 contracts short. Trying to bounce. Trying to flush. Go, 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 go. May bounce here. Video's coming lower. Battling. We're getting a little bounce. Or at least a fake one. Checking news. Make sure we're not against anything. Mexico president, Mexican officials will talk about the border and trade in DC on Friday. Fear and greed index for the stock market came in 76 out of 100 greed. About to tap the 20 May, looking for the flush, up 500. Taking one off.
Order canceled.
I'm gonna cut it. It's looking strong. I'm just gonna cut it. Wait for the bounce up, then I'll take some more. Kind of want to wait for these deals to drop. Anyway, crypto fear greed index came in 66 out of 100 greed. Low down, which is surprising because it's been bullish. We'll see if we get a bounce on this 20 May. This is a lower low on the Nasdaq, by the way. Pretty good execution. Should have bought a little sooner on the short side. Go here. News on the docket. News on the docket. 10 minutes. EIA crude oil inventories, gasoline inventories, distillate inventories, crude Cushing inventories. That is red flash news in 10 minutes. 10:30 a.m. EST. 12:05 Trump lunch with African leaders. At 1 p.m. US 10-year note. At 2 p.m. FOMC meeting minutes. A lot of opportunities today. There are no missed opportunities, only the next one. A lot of opportunities coming today. Lots and lots and lots. Trump said 15 hours ago, we will be releasing a minimum of 7 countries having to do a trade tomorrow morning, with an additional number of countries being released in the afternoon. That is today. So we're expecting 7 country deal letters to be released sometime in the next hour or two. And it could be now, could be later. No one truly knows. Yeah. Looks like it wants to flush down some more. Vote in the poll. Vote in the poll. Are you profitable, negative, or learning? Profitable, negative, or learning? Vote in the poll. We'll take a look in a minute. You guys see where I'm at for today. Trying to reject that 20 minute, but getting a bounce. NQ 30 minute looks horrendous. NQ 5 minute looks horrendous. May look to short this soon. Again, could just drop, to be fair. ES is above the VWAP, above the 100 MA, above the 200 SMA. Looks like it wants to drop at least to the VWAP. NQ 30 MA looks like it wants to drop as well. Nvidia is trying to come down. I'm glad I don't listen to chat. Nah, bro, go long when I was short. Might bounce off the 20 though. You're betting negative above the 20. Are you sure about that? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure about that. Looking forward to this next opportunity you keep speaking of. Yeah, back. I just took that short. We had a bullish fair value gap that turned into a bearish. I don't know what an fair value gap is, but yeah, I shorted the retest up and I got out with liquidity low. Good stuff, Tom. Still learning, sadly. Chris, you are constantly learning in life. It never ends. No matter how old you are, no matter what, still learning. We're below that 23.6% fib. We're starting to break below the 20 May. We have the pivot point to the downside of 23,063. Let's see if we bounce at either one of these. I went 3 short for 20 to 25 points for 1250. Good stuff. Very good stuff, Tom. It looks like this wants to flush down. Nvidia's getting weaker. Tesla's getting weaker. But I don't fully believe it until these letters come out. But I also don't want to be in a long against these letters. If I'm in a long and one of these letters comes out, that account is instantly blown. It's gonna wake to be fair, could wake up to start and then wake down 100 points. Like it has in yesterday, the day before. Five minutes until EIA crude oil inventories, right? Flash news, 5 minutes. Make sure you guys finalize your votes. Vote, are you profitable, learning, or negative in the YouTube poll? I'm streaming on YouTube and YouTube Shorts. If you guys want a more comprehensive perspective of what I'm doing, click my profile, go to the regular YouTube stream. Streaming on YouTube and YouTube Shorts. On the regular YouTube stream, you can see a lot more. NQ 2-minute chart, NQ 5-minute chart. And also, if you're brand new, smash that like button. And memberships are live. So if you want behind the scenes of what I do, behind the scenes of software, new emojis, new benefits, potential videos, your suggestions, become a YouTube member, become an insider, join the insiders. That's the name of our community. Click my profile and click join, and choose your tier wisely. Appreciate it, Chris. These are some emojis. The YouTube short stream won't be able to see it. I try and don't have the alerts for the YouTube short stream because I create shorts on them. Yeah, I made the Jerome Powell and Trump emote bigger. I think it's well worth it. We're flushing past that pivot point. Mexico's president, Mexican copper exports benefit U.S. industry and the economy. 3 minutes until news. 3 minutos. We're flashing down. About to hit the 50% retracement on the fib. We also have the pivot point to the downside at 23,000. Very key psychological pivot point. But it will mean nothing if Trump releases one of these letters. It can wick and reject all of it. And we can come back and fill the gap very quickly. The yesterday's close is at 22,896. We are currently gapped up around 200 points. And pre-market low is at 22,843. We're bouncing off the 50% retracement on the fib. Let me fix these trend lines. ES tapped the 100 MA, didn't quite get to the VWAP. Appreciate the follow, Haley. Appreciate you. Just called another short, 5 contracts, 10 points, and got out for another 1,000. And I could have made 4,000 if I held. Good stuff. Very good. Bitcoin's about to flip red. Tesla flipping red, down 0.8%. Apple flipping red. MicroStrategy flipping red. Palantir down 0.5%. GME down 0.3%. Google is up 2.4% off the news that it's putting in Gemini into the OS wearables, the watches. I think we're going to reject the 50% fib retracement. EIA crude oil inventories came in actual 7.07 million, forecast to be negative 1.6 million. So pretty negative. Negative EIA crude oil inventories news. Next news on the docket is at 12:05 p.m. EST. Trump lunch with African leaders. And then obviously we're waiting on the tariff letters as well. Pretty big flush down. Tapping that 23,000 pivot point. Tapping the VWAP on IQ 30-minute chart. ES flushing through the VWAP, tapping the 200 SMA. Normally it would be long right here, but I'm just gonna let it go. Still gapped up 110 points. ES has completed the U shape. Not a V shape, the U shape. NQ needs to come down 40 points to do the same. 200 SMA is at 22,929. Again, a slight bounce of the 76.4 fib. Bouncing above that key psychological pivot point, 23,000. What's up, John? Appreciate the follow, Tribo. ES is trying to bounce off the 200 SMA. NQ 30-minute trying to bounce on the VWAP. No news yet. That wick down is just natural unless it could have been due to the EIA crude oil inventories, to be fair. Yeah, it's trying to bounce. ATR is at 18. The VIX volatility index is down 3.15%. ES coming below the 200 SMA. NQ 30-minute coming below the VWAP. Breaking below that pivot point, 23,000. See if it's a true break or not. Clean up the chart a bit. Trying to stay patient. No FOMO, no overtrading. Waiting for the correct opportunity. Waiting for the setup. $700 drones released by Russia, huh, Norman? Not see that. That was 4 hours ago. We're flushing down. Pivot point to the downside at 22,909. The full U-shape pullback. U-shape pullback is at, where is this? 22,958. ES has already did the U-shape pullback. Well, the market got very overextended. We got gapped up from market open around 200 points, 150 points. And we flushed all-time highs in the Nasdaq. So this is just a pullback of that. A little volatile because everything was so overextended. We're also waiting for the 7-country trade tariff deals. Excuse me. We're also waiting for that. EIA came in negative as well. EIA crude oil inventories. We have the Russia attack 4 hours ago. Staying patient. No reason to get in a trade I don't like. Kai, you're waiting for the FOMC minutes at 2 p.m. We're getting a little bounce. Let's see how it reacts to the 23,000 level. See if it overtakes. Still waiting for them letters. Still waiting for them letters. Appreciate the file legends. And appreciate you guys. Tapping that pivot point. Trying to wake up. ES about to tap the 200 SMA. And Q30 minute tapping the VWAP. Video's coming up a bit. Trying to really focus on news. These letters could be released any minute. I don't want to be on the wrong side. Most likely going to be down, but trying to prop up on the 23,000 pivot point. Starting to reject. It's a lower high. Nvidia coming down, Google coming a bit down, Apple's now down 0.5%, NQ sitting up 0.4%, ES is sitting up 0.3%, the Dow sitting up 0.15%, Bitcoin's down 0.27%, ETH is now only up 0.8%, Sol is up 1.15%, XRP is up 2.1%. ES rejected, tapped the 200 SMA, came down. It's going good, I mentioned. Good to hear. How much did you make off the silver position? Hopefully a lot. On ES, what's your take profit and stop loss and takes? Giorgio, I do not have an ATM strategy. And very rarely trade with stop. And I'm not in a trade right now. Not in a trade. Trying to pop up. Trump is taking his sweet time to release these letters. Maybe we'll release them. Last time he did it at 11:11. Yeah, it's trying to pull back. Nvidia coming lower. Hey, $15 is $15. At least you're not negative. At least it was a winning trade with only a $260 portfolio too. Pretty good. It's not any small feat. 10% of the account is $26, so made like 7%. Allergies are getting me today. Excuse me. You hype me up. Appreciate you, Dimension. Glad you're gaining value. Somewhat. I really don't want to be in a trade. Just stay patient. No point. ES is propped down below the 200 SMA, about to tap it. as we speak. The VWAP is a little above that. Just see how it responds if it goes up there. NQ tapping at 23,000 key pivot point. Little pullback so far, but the NQ did just create a higher low. A higher low. You're bullish now, Loyal? Okay. Lower high. Working down. NQ 200 SMA is that purple line. Gap fills a little below that at 22,896. That's the U-shaped pullback complete for the NQ. It was already complete for the ES. I'm in the US, Loyal. What's up, Brits? Doing good, doing good. Appreciate the follow, Reaper. Reaper, Reaper. Reaper, Reaper. Yeah, staying patient. Pretty slow. Pretty slow. Could have taken a lot more trades. Decided to stay a little more reserved. Not yet, Reaper. It's in the works. It is in the works. No, Barn. Only short I took was up here. I think we're gunning down for the gap fills now. Did the all-time high on the Nasdaq. Now I think we're gunning for the gap fill. Pre-market lows also at 22,843. No, Trump releasing these 7 letters have not came out yet. I don't make any money from courses, mentorships, the simulator yet. The mentorship is coming out. The simulator is being created. That'll come out. and then the educational platform will come out. Not just any course. Looking to actually offer you guys value, not just, you know, scamas, $499 for a 3-hour course like many other social media traders do. And you get no value from it. That is not this. You guys gain more value just watching this stream, because most of them do not trade live, and that's for a reason. Most of them only post videos, shorts, and that is by design. I think it's going to flush now a little more. TikTok's new US app is preparing to operate separately from the rest of the world, according to sources. Good luck, Dimension. Appreciate it, Loyal. Good job, Zarya. I'm assuming you're still holding that short. Good job. Some BitDance employees in the US will likely continue to work on US TikTok on an outsourced basis. Trump is really taking his time. Really taking his time. There's a pretty good opportunity to come though. Faster it gets down there, the more I like it. It may pop up to the 21 EMA. Maybe. You've been saying that forever, Loyal. Hey Ritz, we all have to start somewhere. I know you're just joking around, but we all have to start somewhere. About to hit the 200 SMA. I'm gonna have to remove this. Yep. Excuse me. Excuse me. Very slow. Even though it's moving up and down in 200-point increments so far, very slow. Should have had a second account on that short and just held. Did some scalping. I'm also kind of a little more reserved because I'm waiting for these letters. Would have been trading a lot more, but trying to wait for these letters. Not yet, must. Dow is only up 0.08% now, close to flipping red. The volatility index is now only down 2%. Apple is down 1%. Palantir is down 0.3%. Costco is flat. We're about to tap the 200 SMA. It would be lovely if this wicked down around 80, 100 points. It'd be really lovely. We are 40 points away from the gap fill. Yesterday's close at 22,846. 96, 896. 22,896, yesterday's close. Good job, Czar. Good job, Anthony. Appreciate the file, Must. Appreciate you. It's grinding down. About to tap the 200 SMA on the AQ 30-minute chart. One minute to 11 a.m. Is that when the letters will come out? Let's see. Good job, Tom. Very solid. NQ bouncing on the 200 SMA on the NQ 30-minute chart. Tom, I'm surprised you like the YouTube short stream more than the regular YouTube stream. Appreciate you stopping by, Tom. Appreciate you trading. Good stuff. Very, very, very well done. Good execution. Makes sense. Makes sense. Loyal and Ritz having a little bit of a battle, eh? Alright, we're waking up. Not really where I want to take along. Not really where I want to do it. ES is 10 points away from filling the gap. Flush. Flush down. Let's go. Man, Trump said 7 countries in the morning. Now it's about to become evening. Afternoon. Top Step's not bad, Tom. I've heard very good things. Very, very, very good things. We may pop to the 20 May. Has to get over the 764 fib. What's up, Dad? Alright, guys. Staying patient is hard sometimes. Very hard. And Q5 man looks like he wants to pop. He has still below the VWAP, 200 SMA. Looks like he wants to go up to it. Excuse me again. Keep sneezing. Jeez. ES looks like it wants to pop up to that VWAP. Nvidia's coming up now, up 2.1%. Tesla's down 1%. Nvidia backed Perplexity launches AI power browser to take on Google Chrome. Alright, chill out, Loyal. No reason to be that. Just focus on trading, focus on becoming better, focus on learning. We're finally pulling back, hopefully, to these gaps. Wicking down. Tapping the 2-hour SMA on the NQ 30-minute chart again. $30 points away. Yesterday's close was at 22,896. 30 points away from filling the gap. ATR is at 20.
Order filled.
No, 2 contracts long. Put a stop.
Order submitted.
Right below 2-hour SMA, right below the wick. Look for the wick up to the 21 EMA, up 100, up 200. I like the potential for ES to climb to the 2-hour SMA, view op, then reject. Up 300. A move, stop. Moving break even, risk-free trade, up 300. Up 340, up 400. Taking it at 370. Taking it at 370, calling it a day on that account. Probably gonna wake up to the 20 May. I don't know why I said calling it a day. We still got a lot left. Okay. And Q5 man has some bullish wicks underneath them candles. Video's starting to come up a bit. We still have the looming uncertainty from them 7 countries in the morning and some in the afternoon receiving tariff deals. Trump has not released any of them yet. Next news on the docket is in less than an hour. Less than an hour, Trump having lunch with African leaders. After that, 1 p.m. US 10-year note. After that, 2 p.m. FOMC meeting minutes. Bitcoin's close to flipping green. Bitcoin flipped green. Apple's now down 1.15%. Alibaba's down 3.4%. Voyager Technologies down 2.7%. Adobe is down 1.7%. Qcom's down 0.6%. Atlanta Fed GDP now index a little changed. at 2.58%.
Order
And
filled.
with 2 contracts short, could be a fake out. I'm looking for the flush down to the gap, if possible. Flush down to the gap. Could prop up here to this one when he made this apex count, so a little more risk room. I'm going to risk this count. Up 20. Up 50, up 90. We have to get through that 200 SMA on the NQ30 minute chart. May not be able to do it. May prop up to 22,996. That's NQ5 minutes, 1 he may. Up 50, up 100, 2 contracts short. Up 150, up 200. It needs to flush through that 200 SMA. We have a pivot point below that at 22,909. See if we get it. Yes, coming lower. Appreciate the follow, Dean. I want this to flush down. Get a little pop. Little bounce. Little bounce up. We want this to go as soon as possible below the 200 SMA. ASAP. More coils here, the more consolidates. More likely it is to pop up to that 21 EMA, the ES VWAP, ES 200 SMA. Up 160, up 200. Looks like he wants to pop up. ATR's at 19. Popping up a bit. We're gonna put some risk on. Would love if it fell right here. That pop up would have been manipulation. This is going down probably to the gap. I would love it a lot. Up 200. Needs to break through that 2R SMA though. That 2R SMA on the NQ30 minute chart is no joke. No joke. All right, flush down. Let's go. Up 250. Trying to pop. Video coming lower. It's trying to pop up. May get a wick up to the 21 EMA. It's flushing down. Up 300, up 350, up 400, up 500. Taking at 6. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Trying to figure out what account I want to rotate to. Okay. ES is very close to filling the gap. NQ's 30 points away. Gap is at 22,896. That is yesterday's close. 22,896. We're below that 200 SMA on the NQ 30-minute chart. Appreciate it, Laurel. Appreciate it, Toby. Appreciate it, Chris. Norman. May not happen, but I have a buy order at 900. Yeah, that's right above the gap. I think it will flush down. Good luck, Norman. Propping up above that 200 SMA. It wicked through and retook it. Had to take it. I love immediately taking profit, even though it could have tanked down 30 more points. When it's that quick wick down like that, I gotta take it. Can't not take it. Appreciate you, Ritz. Appreciate you, Laurel. Dimension says, my vision is when I make so much money that it kind of becomes worth scalping in the first place. A quick $2 is nothing compared to a quick $200. Decent mindset, decent mindset. Trying to break below that 200 SMA. Yep. We're getting about bouncing to the 21 EMA, possibly. There is some nice coil on the NQ chart. There's some nice coil right here. Slowed down a little bit. It's kind of coiling up a little bit though. ES not so much, but NQ has decent coil. About to tap the 20 May. 764 fib is right above that. Loyal, I have the NQ, I have the EMA 21 EMA on the NQ 2-minute chart. Same on the NQ 5-minute chart to the right, NQ 30-minute chart, ES 1 minute to the left, and the ES 1 minute, NQ 30 minute have the 200 SMA, 100 MA, 20 MA, 50 MA, and the VWAP. Then I have William Zarhar 20-day RSI, and a lot of stock percentages. Nvidia is now up 2%. Alright, tapping the 20 May. I used to use the MACD. I used to. Used to use the MACD. Really don't want to be long here. Make sure you guys finalize your votes. We'll be taking a look at 1 minute. Are you profitable, negative, or learning? For everyone on the YouTube short stream, this is what the regular YouTube stream looks like. Let me look. So you have the NQ 2-minute chart here. You have all these stock percentages below the camera. There's my ugly face. Look at that. Look at that. What you call this? Symmetrical? Ay. NQ 5-minute chart, chat, and all the accounts I have. Well, most of them. 22 votes, 27% are profitable, 18% are negative, 55% are learning in the regular YouTube stream. For the YouTube short stream, 90 votes, 26% profitable, 14% negative, 60% learning. News on the docket, 12:05 p.m. Trump lunch with African leaders. We are still waiting for the 7 country tariff letters to be sent. Said early this morning, and it is now past that. Do I use leverage risk? Do I use leverage? I trade prop firm accounts. I have prop firm accounts linked to NinjaTrader. When I'm trading Bitcoin, I trade leverage. But on Trade8, it says you trade leverage, so I assume yes. Assume the answer would be yes. Remember that pivot point to the upside, 23,000. ES will tap the VWAP, 200 SMA, 100 MA. NQ 30 minute will tap the VWAP as well. NQ 5 minute close to tapping the 20 MA. All right, looks like we're gonna flush up. Looks like we're gonna get wick up at least to the 61.8% fib, the pivot point, possibly to the 50% fib retracement. It's at 23,016. Wicking up. What's up, 0 point? Going good, going good. I saw this long, had multiple confluences, trendline break, volume index, broke, and then inverse fair value gap formed at trend break. I didn't take it though. Would have been a 4K trade. Yeah, the only thing I needed was the rejection really should have been to the gap fill. But the fact that it bounced and reclaimed that 2-hour SMA on the NQ30-minute chart, I should have been in long. And I was about to take it, but decided against it. The fear mongering from them Trump letters really are getting to me today. We are still successfully trading around it. But they are making me not take so many trades that I'm used to taking. Being a little more reserved. Little more reserved today. May pull back to that 20, May. We're falling down at 20, May, probably the 76.4 fib. See if we flush down or if it gets a little prop up. Yes, did not tap the VWAP, did not tap the 2-hour SMA just yet. Appreciate you, Chris. Appreciate you. Appreciate the support. Very nice bounce. Ritz, AI bots are already better than human. It's already a thing. AI trading bots are already better. Than like 99.5% of traders. And they're just gonna get better and better. But the problem is you need a trader to actually code it. That is the little only thing holding most people back, because you actually need to code it. Adapt to the times. You cannot trade AI bots on these prop firm accounts. You will get your accounts liquidated. Yeah, but Ritz, it'll be your AI bot versus mine versus hundreds and thousands of others versus the market makers versus hedge funds versus everyone. So bot versus bot versus bot versus bot. ATR's at 17. Coming back down, tapping the 20 May. ES starting to pull back. Good luck, Czar. It's gonna manipulate me in. I'm in with 2 contracts long. Putting in stop though. Going against Czar. Stop right below the wicks. I think it's manipulation up just to send this down, but I'll take it. Looking for a wick up. About a only a 12-point stop, so nothing major. Up 50. Up 60, up 70, up 80. 2 contracts long. Looking for the wick up to at least the 61.8% fib, possibly the pivot point. Needs to get above the NQ 5-minute 21 EMA. It needs to get above or at least tap the ES VWAP, 200 SMA, 100 MA that are converging. Let's see. Gonna tighten the stop a little bit. Appreciate the file, Efron. Up 100, 150. I still think this is going to tank, and this is against the Trump letters, but I'll take it for now. Waiting for the wake up if one is coming. Tightening stop. If it stops here, I'm just tightening stop. We'll go right below the 20 May. ES, I think, got manipulated in, I believe. We'll see. Said it could happen. I think we got it. Hopefully it's manipulation down. They'll prop this up. I think we got manipulated in. Double manipulation, triple manipulation, all the manipulation. And stop. Stopped out for negative 10 points. First negative trade of the day. What's up, Bonnie? Yeah, I think so, Tom. I think they will have human only markets. Trump. Oh, Trump released the letters. Trump released 2 countries so far. Philippines. With Don. I don't even know how to read this. Bandari, Syria. Two trade letters have been released. 30% tariff. 3 letters have been released. 4. Republic of Moldova. Republic of Algeria. Markets are not moving. Okay, there's the wick. Okay, it's wicking down finally. Low delayed. He said 7 countries in total to start. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's released 5 so far. Baghdad, Iraq. Okay. He's releasing all 7. He's released 6 so far. Libya, Iraq. There's 1 more to go. These are the Trump trade letters. 1, 2, 3. They're not having as big of an effect as I thought they would. 30% tariff on Iraq, 25% tariff on Moldova goods, 30% tariff from Algeria, 25% tariff of Brunei. Didn't even know that was a country. 20% tariff on Philippines. Waiting for 1 more. 1, 2. He's only released 7. I mean 6. He's released 6. Waiting for 1 more. Bouncing off the 21 EMA. Still waiting for another country. Yeah, nice bounce. Nevada on Saturday, July 12th. Get out and vote for. Okay, so that was 5 minutes ago from Trump. And then he released all these letters. Still waiting for 1. Philippines is kind of like the US. What in what regard? What regard, Giannis? Yes, pumping up about to tap the 100 MA VWAP and 200 SMA. Still waiting for one more country. I don't know if an assistant messed up. He said 7 to start, and then more in the afternoon. So far, they've only released 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We control them and their economy. Appreciate the follow, Lewis. See, a lot of people think this is going to go down, me included, so I may have to go against my biases. Waking up. We have that key pivot point, 23,000. 23,000 key pivot point. Someone made a mistake, or they're releasing it a little later. He said 7 countries and only released 6. NQ 5 minute trying to get above the 20 May. NQ 30 minute has to get above the VWAP. And then ES has to get above the 100 MA VWAP and 200 SMA, only 5 points away. Video coming up. And the market's waiting for this last letter as much as I am. You think China's number 7, Giannis? This is the Nasdaq indices. Nasdaq future indices. NQ futures. Yes, tapping the VWAP. Market's very slow after them tariff letters from Trump. Draw these trend lines out. Technically a lower high. Good so far, Dean. NQ create a lower high, wicket down. ES tap to VWAP, wicket down. Still waiting for that one country. We're flushing below the 20, man. It's flushing down hard. NQ5 man rejecting the 21 EMA. NQ3 man rejecting VWAP. ES rejecting the VWAP and 100 MA. Video not really tanking hard. About to go to the support range trend line. Absolutely, it's not your fault. Absolutely. The FOMC meeting minutes absolutely affect the market at 2 p.m. It's wicking through. Wicking through that support trend line. Getting a little bounce off that range.
Order
I'm
failed.
going short with 2. Very late. It's breaking outside the range. Probably gonna go hold this to the 200 SMA if that. Very late to this. Wanted to do that at the 20 May, but very late. Everything's starting to come down slowly. And to be honest, I kind of want to be on the opposite side of this, but I'm expecting one more country to be released. That could be pushed off for a while. Trump is starting his meeting in 15 minutes. Thank you 5 minute looks horrendous. Thank you 30 minute could bounce here. Up 100, up 110, up 150, 2 contracts short. Very late entry to the short, very late. So any big wick down to up 200, up 250. Any wick down, I'll probably be out. Could break back into the range. Could do it. We'll see. Up to 20. 250. Taking it. Very late entry. Not going to hold it. Checking Trump tweet, checking news before I go crazy. All right. I'll be in with 1.
Order submitted.
Stop right at the low of the wick. Just seeing if this breaks back into the range, goes back up a little bit to the 20 May. Actually gonna tighten stop right to the low of the wick. Up 30, up 40, up 70. Only looking for 10 points. Look for a wick up to 20 May. Just going against the grain. Everyone thinks this is going to pop down to the gaps. They're just going against that. Not giving it much room. If it breaks outside of the range or even wicks like it wants to, I'll be stopped out. And it is what it is. I don't want it at that point. About to be stopped.
Order
And stopped. May look to re-enter soon. We'll see. Give this a minute. Breaking outside of the range. What's up, Ahmad? Appreciate it, Dan. We're flushing out a little bit. Breaking outside the range. Unsure. I want to go against grain, but a little unsure right now. Video coming lower. Getting up. Trump is due, scheduled at 12:10 to meet with African leaders and have lunch. After that, 1 p.m. U.S. 10-year note. After that, 2 p.m. FOMC meeting minutes. And there are more countries scheduled to get more letters. And Q, it's happening at 20 May. Kind of the conviction I'm with Czar. ES above the 100 MA, about to tap the VWAP 200 SMA. Try to break outside the range, got rejected. So far, back down to 20 May. Staying patient, no FOMO, no overtrading. Video was propping up, now coming a bit down. It's going below 20 May, rejecting that trend line, resistance trend line for now. Trump is supposed to have that meeting in 6 minutes.
Order
And with And with 3 contracts long, I like how it looks. Could have been manipulation. We're gonna up the ante. I'm willing to risk this account. Going against the bias of today. A lot of people think this is gonna wick down, break the NQ 30-minute 200 SMA, go to the gap fill. I'm gonna go against the grain a little bit. Willing to blow this account. Down 200, down 4, down 240, down 300. Pulling back a little bit. Videos pulling back a little bit. Down 100. Down 300, down 350. Trump will be starting that meeting very soon. Camera's already propped up and on. This is a lower high. This is a lower high, not looking good. Not looking good for this long. Trying to break above that range, trying to break above the 20 EMA. Yes, trying to pump up. Looking for a wake up. A 15. 3 contracts long. Going against the grain right now. This is a lower high on the NQ, so it should pop down to the 200 SMA. Against the grain. Trump is not speaking yet. Alright, test that range, pulling back again. Rejecting the 20 EMA on the NQ 2-minute chart. Down 10 points. Waking down 600, down 700. Again, we are willing to risk this account. This is a lower high, so be careful. Do not follow me. You guys should be holding your own conviction. Here's the file gaming. Not looking good. The ES broke below the RSI MA. Probably gonna flush down. Nvidia coming lower. This is probably the last chance it's gonna get. Has some coil, has some consolidation, ready for it to pop. Alright, pulling back. Flushing through.
Order filled.
And with 5 contracts long, looking for a bounce on that range. Probably just gonna flush straight through. You gotta know it. This is going against everything. Going against the grain, going against Nvidia. Going against these trade deals. Going against the lower high. Probably gonna flush down to the 2-hour SMA. A little bounce. Video coming up. Down 90, down 300. I'll take 2 off at that 21 EMA. Little wick. Little more. Very bearish. Very bearish. I'm gonna cut it for a $600 loss. Could pop, but give it enough chances. Appreciate the follow, Rick. I'm done for the day. I am too low energy for this. Way too low energy. So let's go over this. We are still green for the day, but took 2 negative trades. I just don't have the energy to wait for this market. It should have already filled this gap fill. I was expecting more volatility off these trade deals. Trump only released 6 country trade deals. He said he was going to release 7 to start the early of the day. We're waking down now to the 2-hour SMA on the NQ 30-minute chart. That's at 22,930. Nvidia is up right now 1.9%. So we're down 800 in the one take profit count, down 341 in the other one. So still have 3,700 drawdown on that one, and 4,200 and drawdown on the other one. And then we have all this green. So all of you who don't know how to calculate that, we have 4,500 drawdown in each 150K account. Each 150K account costs $252. So do the math. That is not the actual loss. That's why I don't show the losses, because you guys don't know how to take it. 2 negative trades, 2, 4, 6 positive trades. 66% win rate, not that great. Held back from taking a lot of trades today. held back from taking a lot of trades due to the uncertainty and the fear mongering from the 7-country tariff letters being released. Was expecting more volatility and did catch the high of today for a short, but didn't hold it. Trump is scheduled right now, 4 minutes ago, to host African leaders. So be on the watch out for that. At 1 p.m. US 10-year high note. At 2 p.m. FOMC meeting minutes. Red news, 2 p.m. 1 p.m. news, 2 p.m. red news. Trump is releasing more letters today. Trump is releasing more tariff letters today. So be careful. The gap fill also. Gap has not been completed on the ES nor the NQ. Yesterday's close was at 22,896. So we are still gapped up around 70 points. Be on the lookout for that. This was my opportunity to buy right here. This is where I was looking to buy. This trend line has been respected, a little wick through. I was going to buy on the wick down somewhere around here. So be on the lookout, be careful, and hold your own conviction, trade your own strategy. It's a lot slower market than I was expecting. NQ is currently sitting up 0.27%. ES is up 0.25%. The Dow is up 0.15%. Nvidia is up 1.96%. Tesla's down 0.8%. Google's up 1.4%. Amazon's up 1.3%. Microsoft's up 0.78%. Meta is up 2.13%. Apple's down 1.16%. And MicroStrategy's down up 1%. Excuse me, MicroStrategy's up 1%. Alibaba is down 3.74%. Adobe is down 2%. Voyager Technologies is down 2.35%. Bitcoin is up 0.15%. ETH is up 1.4%. Sol is up 1.6%. XRP is up 3.15%. Be careful. ES is below the VWAP, 200 SMA, 100 MA. I am done for the day. Nah, slogan, I'm done for the day. It's good enough. Stream for 3 hours, that's good enough for me. I'm very low energy and rather be coding right now anyway. Plus ATR is very low. This market is moving a lot slower than I expected off these letter releases. A lot slower than expected. I was planning on taking a long right here. Right here is this this wick down. Wick down right here is the 6-country tariff letters. I was expecting that to come down, fill the gap around here. Was gonna take a long around here. Did not this didn't come to fruition, and I held off on taking this short. Held off on taking the short at this pivot point. Held off on taking the short where was it? Here, up here, all the way up here, because of the tariff letters. Remember, more tariff letters on countries are coming this afternoon. Trump is speaking. He's scheduled to be speaking now, but he's delayed. So be on the lookout for that. I will see you guys tomorrow. Appreciate everyone being here. Smash that like button, follow the channel. Little lackluster of a day, still up. So it is what it is. We'll come back tomorrow and battle some more. See you guys tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. EST for market open. See you guys there. Peace.